"Night shift nurse, please step aside." The doctor's voice sliced sharply through the emergency room. Everyone froze. The young nurse stood still, head lowered, emergency tools still in her hands. She had just finished a 14-hour shift. Dark circles framed her exhausted eyes. Still, she quietly kept cleaning. A patient had survived because she had started CPR at exactly the right moment. No one acknowledged it. Young doctors whispered, "She's lucky he didn't die." Letting a small-town nurse handle that was reckless. She removed her gloves and prepared to leave. Suddenly, helicopter blades thundered outside. A security guard ran in. "The military is looking for someone." Soldiers leapt from a landing helicopter. Their commander shouted, "Find her, now." When they saw her, they all snapped to attention. "Ma'am." Her name was Lena Walker, 28 years old, emergency nurse. Raised in poverty. Always underestimated because she wasn't a doctor. Beautiful but modest. Quiet, mistaken for weak. Yet Lena handled everything. Lifting patients, cleaning blood, reviving hearts, changing dressings. Many young doctors treated her like a superior assistant. You wouldn't understand that as a nurse anyway. Lena never argued. She worked silently, precisely, patiently. That night, a man went into cardiac arrest. The doctor panicked. Lena began perfect chest compressions. The pulse returned. The doctor took the credit. Later, an old woman whispered to Lena, "Your eyes remind me of the soldier who once saved my life." Rumors spread. "I heard she was in the military." Nonsense. Lena left the hospital in heavy rain. Nobody thanked her. Nobody said goodbye. Inside her pocket, she felt a small metal pin, an old military medic badge. Then the sky roared. Floodlights lit the parking lot. A Black Hawk landed. The captain saw her, pointed straight at her. "There she is." He saluted. "Ma'am Walker. We finally found you." "You're mistaken," she whispered. "No, ma'am. We found exactly the right person." A soldier had been critically wounded. Gunshot to the chest. Severe bleeding. No one but her could save him. "Lieutenant Colonel Walker," the captain said quietly. "Former battlefield surgeon." Silence. The wounded soldier had whispered her name while fading. "Get Walker." Lena stared at her hands. Hands of a nurse. Once, they were the hands of a war surgeon. She straightened. Exhaustion vanished. Situation report. Inside the helicopter, she took command instantly. Tension pneumothorax. Massive hemorrhage. Emergency decompression. "No one moves this bird until I say so." She inserted the needle. Air hissed. Breathing improved. Still not enough. Chest tube. Blood transfusion. Thoracotomy kit, now. The medic stared. "Ma'am," in the helicopter. "I've done far worse." She opened the chest mid-flight. Clamped the artery. Stopped the bleeding. 8 minutes later, the soldier stabilized. "To the military hospital. OR ready," the captain said in awe. "I've seen surgeons with less skill than you. I was a field surgeon before I was anything else." The video went viral. Millions watched the silent night nurse save a life midair. Lena Walker, angel of the battlefield. 3 deployments. Silver Star. Bronze Star with Valor. A woman who had saved entire units, now unnoticed as a night nurse. The saved soldier was Staff Sergeant Ryan Cole, one of the men she had pulled from an ambush years earlier. "You never really left," he said. "I knew you would come." The next morning, Lena returned to the hospital on time. Everyone waited for her. The doctor who once belittled her stepped forward. "I owe you an apology." She nodded. "Accepted. Now back to work, patients are waiting." The chief offered her a leadership position. Lena declined. "I'll stay a nurse." Then General Hayes stepped forward. "At least part-time training our new medics." She accepted. 6 months later, Lena trained young combat medics. "You will lose people," she said. "Not because you failed, but because war is cruel." A young medic asked, "How do you live with that?" "You honor the ones you lost by saving the next." That night, Lena returned to her night shift, pulled on her gloves, and smiled. Because whether in uniform or hospital scrubs, she was exactly where she belonged. Always on duty. Always for others.